Hey guys, I decided to make a sun team because I haven't really used one in a while, or really seen one in a while, and this one actually turned out to be really fun. Kinda bad, but really fun. It involves a sub Victini with power up punch, and this is actually going to be my first battle with it, so I think I'm going to head on to my ult for this one. That's a good idea. Alright, so we got a pretty interesting team here. We got a Shuckle, that's going to do some shenanigans. We got a Machamp. Garchomp is his Mega, almost definitely. I'm going to want to keep alive probably Landorus or Clefable for that Machamp. Probably has Ice Punch, but, you know. So here's what I'm noticing, right, is he doesn't have any weather starters. He doesn't really have anything that can benefit from the sun, aside from maybe Volcarona. So I'm thinking I could just lead with Charizard. I could also... No, I'm just gonna lead with Charizard. Okay, he leads off with Shuckle. No. I disagree wholeheartedly with this. Here's my thought though, right, is a Fire Blast from the sun gonna do a lot, so let's just see how much it does. Well, it doesn't do anything because I missed. And he goes for Infestation. Oh, so I can't switch. I see. Am I about to get swept? Is he about to Protect? What am I missing here? Because if he goes into his Volcarona, he's dying. And now I can just switch. I will gladly go into my Victini for this. Dude, I always think this thing is going to be Grass Fairy. Is it Grass... Is it really full Fairy? I have a hard time believing that. So what is this thing gonna do? I actually have no clue. But I want to keep my Charizard alive for the possibility of Drought. So I'm gonna go into Victini. He goes for the Moonblast. That doesn't really do anything, which is pretty great. And I'll just set up a sub. Honestly, like, I'm cool with that. He goes into his Garchomp. This thing, despite the fact that I'm a Victini, it's still going to take a lot from a V-Create. I can tell you that off the bat. And he's just going straight for the Outrage. Shows that he's Scarfed. Interesting set. If that's the case, I can just go ahead and go into my Clefable. Because, yeah. So he's going to be switching now. Probably switching into his Gengar. So I'll switch into my Excadrill. Bada bing, bada boom. This is a Scarf Excadrill with Mold Breaker, so I'll just go for the Earthquake and that's going to die. Alright, here we go. So I'm guessing he's probably going... I guess that makes sense, yeah, sure. I want to scout out the Ice Punch. More than likely has it, but I just want to make sure. You know how it is. Oh, he is a bulk up. That's not good. I'm gonna knock off his probable Assault Vest. Life Orb, that works too. He gets a crit with the Stone Edge. That's cool, I guess. And I'll go ahead and set up Stealth Rocks, mainly for the Volcarona, because he seems hesitant to switch it in. Dude, that is 2 crits in a row. I'm just going to U-turn on this thing, but yeah, he's been hesitant about his Volcarona, which shows that it's more than likely Quiver Dance. I don't know what else it would be, but whatever it could be, I don't want to mess with. So, yeah. He could be going for Stone Edge, he could be going for Knockoff. This is actually kind of a risky situation. But I'm going to have to go into something special. So I'll go into my Clefable. And he's going for Bulk Up. So, let's see. He revealed the Stone Edge. He has not revealed the Dynamic Punch, though. Which is interesting. Because I'm thinking, I have seen a Guts Machamp once or twice in my day. I'm gonna soft boiled right now, so that he can eventually get paralyzed or do something like that. Sure. I may have to sack something here, actually. I'll go ahead and sack my Landorus. It will be nice to have the physical defensiveness on this thing, but at this point it's too weak to really do anything, and I need an opportunity to switch into my Charizard. I just need one. There's no going around that. So he might go into his Garchomp. That's dying to a Fire Blast if he goes into that. Yeah. So he's gonna go into his Garchomp now, more than likely. What has SR on his team, I wonder? I'm just going for Fire Blast on this thing. It's dying. Rest in pieces. He goes into his Florges now. This is interesting. Is he trying to stall out Sun, or am I just getting his Charizard sweep? I cannot tell. Well, either way, I guess Excadrill is gonna finish it off. I can go for EQ twice, pretty much. And that's the game. And that was the first battle with this team, so that's a pretty solid first game, if I do say so myself. So that was his Mega, as I assumed. Although I think I thought he was Choice Scarf at one point for some reason. Let's see, go into Clefable, and I can just go for a Moonblast. That was actually dangerous. Yeah, that could have been bad, but I won. So there you go. Alright, this team looks a little more legit, I guess. That Talonflame is going to be annoying. I'm going to want to keep my Landorus alive for that. Alright. Okay, here we go. Alright. He's already turned on the timer. He says GLHF. I'm going to say U2. And time to ignore spectators, ignore opponents, and this is a sand team, so this is going to be a bit of a weather war. I'm guessing he will more than likely lead off with his Keldeo. I'm going to lead off with my Latios just in case he does that. He leads off with his Latios. Oh. I'm just going to go into my Clefable. Don't really have a better play right now. Let's see. He's probably going into his Excadrill, I would say. And because he's Sand, it's more than likely Sand Rush. So I could go into my Charizard. Good. Because I don't want to go into my own Excadrill, so I'm going to go into Charizard. Oh, did he stay in? That fucker. Okay, let's see what we can do here then. Fuck. That is actually super bad. I might have just gotten like 2 turns swept. Holy shit. Alright, let's go back into Clefable, I guess. I'm gonna have to start Calm Minding myself. Ouch! That does damage. Ow. Alright, I'm gonna have to try and T-Wave, and that's not gonna work. I'm gonna try and knock this thing off, knock off its Life Orb. Not bad. Okay, Crisis averted. Not getting turn 3 swept, that's a plus. Goes into his Skarmory. I will go ahead and SR on that. He's too fat, or he's too slow to taunt me, so yeah. And I want to see if he switches here. He might set up more spikes. You know, if he does, I have a Defogger and a Spinner, so I have many opportunities to get these out of here. I'll go back into my Charizard though. Go for Mega Evolution, and I'm gonna go for Focus Blast just in case he wants to go into this thing. And me Mega Evolving will actually take priority, so he doesn't get that what am I trying to say here? Well, first of all, I just won the Weather War, so Yay. But he doesn't get the special defense boost, which is very, very nice. This thing is very, very scarfed. So I'm going into my Latios. And he misses the Hydro Pump. Kinda sucks, but it doesn't super matter. Because Latios wasn't really taking much from this thing anyway. So I'm gonna go for a Defog. I don't really need to. But he has an Excadrill. I figured he might as well. He's probably just gonna go for an Earthquake. I'm guessing. Landorus basically beats this thing in every regard unless he's maybe Swords Dance. But even then, like, I still beat him. So let's go ahead and go for an Earthquake. Because I can live this, hopefully not get flinched. Not bad. Alright, so I'm basically picking his team apart right now, which I will gladly take. So I'll go ahead and knock this thing off. I'll let him kill me, really. Like, if he wants to taunt me, like, that's cool. Because I'm thinking if he stays in, he's just going to go for spikes, right? So I'll just go into my Victini. Yeah, he can Roost, sure. He's not going to expect this thing to be sub. So he's going to switch into his Keldeo as I sub and go for the Bolt Strike. And let's see how much this does. And it just dies. It just dies. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so this thing really can't do much to me, I'm guessing. So I know he's going to hold on to Sturdy, but what's he going to do? Like, Brave Bird? Taunt? That's fair, I guess. And just to make sure, gotta go for the Power Up Punch. Alright, and his last Pokemon is Venusaur, and that's looking like a 5-0. Unless this thing's faster than me, which it is. But I still win. I'm very happy with that. This team seems to be pretty okay. And that's funny, because this team actually, like, at least the game started out very, very bad. Like, I almost got swept on turn 2 by a Latios. But, you know, I'll take this.